Hi Fitness ladies, today I've got a strength circuit workout for you. Today's workout can be done by everyone. I'll have a couple of alternatives set up for people with injuries. Ideally you will have a pair of dumbbells or light weights around the house. Again, I'll give you a couple of options depending on whether your weights are light or heavy, so you can use whatever you do have. We are going to start off with a warm-up, and then I'll have a lower body circuit for you and an upper body circuit for you as well. For our warm-up, I'm going to pop 5 minutes on the clock, 3 exercises. We're going to start off with crab walks. So getting down nice and low, taking steps like this, back and forth. We're going to do 20 steps in total. If you do have a resistance band, feel free to put it above your knees as well. We're then going to go into windmills, so hinging across, touching our toe like that, stretching out through our lower back and hamstring. We've got 10 reps of that in total, and then we're going to do hip openers. So standing and just opening up through those hips, again 10 reps. Once you finish that, we'll pop into crab walks again and keep going through that for 5 minutes. All right, when you're ready ladies, jump up and let's get started with our warm-up.
And starting our 5-minute warm-up, we have got 20 crab walks from side to side. Staying nice and low in our stance, pushing through those heels. You want to really activate through those glutes. Once you've done your 20 crab walks, going onto our windmills, we've got 10 of these. We want to sit back into our hip, stretching out through our hamstring and lower back. Once you finish those, we've got 10 hip openers, so balance on one leg, opening up through those hips. Great job team. I'm now back onto my crab walks, so getting down nice and low, we've got 20 steps from side to side. Remember, we've got 5 minutes on the clock. We're getting through our warm-up at your own pace. Doing well ladies, really focusing on activating those muscles and stretching them out. Cause without you by my side, I can't survive. We've got 2 minutes to go. Keep going through this warm-up. As you get warm, try and get a little bit lower into those crab walks, touching a little bit lower on our windmills, doing well. Finish it off, ladies, almost done with that warm-up.
Alright ladies, warm up done. We are going to start on a lower body set. For this lower body set, I've got 4 exercises for us. We're going to do each exercise for 45 seconds with a 15-second rest in between. Now on the video, we're going to do 3 rounds. However, if you would like a bit more of an advanced workout, I recommend you pause the video and do a 4th round through as well. Again, you can use whatever weights you have around the house for these exercises. We're going to start off with single leg deadlifts. So for that, we want to balance on one leg, holding some weights in our hand, slight bend through our knee, and then keeping our chest up, we want to hinge through those hips and back up again. You are going to feel this exercise through the back of your legs, through your hamstrings and glutes. If you need a little bit of help with balance on this one, please feel free to hold onto a wall or a pole or something, which will just help you balance through that hinge. As well, again, any injuries, feel free not to go down as low. You might just be able to go down to here, and that's totally fine as well. Again, 45 seconds each side. We're then going to go into some sumo squats. So if you've got something heavy for that, feel free to hold on to those. Otherwise, 2 light weights are fine. We are spreading our legs nice and wide with toes pointed out. We are then going to go into a squat like this and back up again. I want us to hold at the bottom for 3, 2, 1, and then push up. You want to feel this exercise through your inner thighs. So think about squeezing those inner thighs and then pushing up. Then for the last exercise, we're going to do a squat and press. Feet shoulder width apart. We are squatting down, pressing up with our weights. Squatting down, pressing up. If you've got one heavy weight, you might prefer to hold it like this instead and do same thing, squat and press. Any upper body, shoulder injuries, feel free to just hold the weights and not do the press. All right, again, I'm going to put 3 rounds on the video, but if you are looking for a bit more of an advanced workout, doing 4 sets would be perfect as well. Let's get started.
Single leg deadlifts up first. Holding our dumbbells in our hand, slight bend through the knee. We want to hinge through those hips, squeeze our glutes, and then stand back up. Remember, if you need an alternative, feel free to hold onto a wall or a pole or a chair to keep your balance. Keeping your chest up, we want a nice flat back and leg up in the air at the bottom of the movement. And swapping sides, we've got single leg deadlifts on the other leg. Once again, making sure you are balanced, draw your core in towards your spine, keeping your chest up, hinge through those hips and back up again. Shaking it off, we've got sumo squats coming up next. Holding onto our dumbbells, remember it's a 3-second hold at the bottom. Legs nice and wide, toes pointed out, ladies. As you go into that sumo squat, you want to push your knees out against your toes so they don't cave in. Holding at the bottom for 3, 2, 1, and then push up. Squat and press coming up next. Holding onto those dumbbells, let's go. Feet shoulder width apart, making sure we're squatting down, squeezing through those glutes, and then pressing our dumbbells up overhead. If possible, try and keep a nice pace on this exercise to get our heart rate going a little bit more. Alright ladies, getting ready for round 2, we've got our single leg deadlifts coming up. Keeping our balance through that one leg, squeezing through your glutes. Try and get a little bit lower this time while keeping your balance. Keep your core engaged, glutes firing, and that should help to keep our balance as well. And swapping sides on our single leg deadlift. Remember, you can hold on to something if needed. That might help you to go a little bit lower. Otherwise, focusing on our balance. Let's do a few more reps, team. And sumo squats coming up next. Legs nice and wide, toes pointed out. Remember, hold at the bottom for 3, 2, 1, and push up. And squat and press is up next. Getting nice and low in that squat, pushing up, driving up through those legs, and ensuring those dumbbells press up overhead. If you do need an alternative for this exercise, remember you can rest your dumbbells on your shoulders and just do a normal squat. Almost there, ladies, finishing off the round. And getting ready for our final set on this, we've got single leg deadlifts coming up next. Let's see if we can challenge ourselves this time. Hold at the bottom for an extra couple of seconds while keeping our balance, and then pushing up. And switching sides on our single leg deadlift. Keeping your eyes looking down so we're not straining through our neck. Focusing on control and activating those muscles.
If I wrote you a letter, would I have a chance? Would you read my letter if I had it?
Last 10 seconds, finish it off.
If I wrote you a letter.
Alright, sumo squats are coming up next. Legs nice and wide, toes pointed out, holding at the bottom. 3, 2, 1, and push up. And finishing it off, we've got a couple more reps, ladies.
Would I have a chance? Would you read my letter if I had it?
Alright, squat and press is coming up next. For a bit more of a challenge, let's try and up the tempo in this. squeezing through those glutes and pressing up with our legs as our arms come up overhead. Great job, ladies. That's 3 rounds done. Again, if you do want a bit more of a challenge on this leg set, feel free to pause the video or rewind it one step back and do a 4th set on this circuit.
Great job, ladies. Our lower body circuit is done. Up next, I've got an upper body circuit for you to do. So grab your weights. We'll use them in a couple of exercises. Our first one doesn't need any equipment. We're going to do a push-up with a shoulder tap. So you can do the push-up either on your knees or your toes, depending on where you are at. Going down into a push-up and then popping up onto your toes, shoulder tap, shoulder tap. We then pop back down onto our knees into that push-up, back up onto our toes, shoulder tap, shoulder tap. If you do want to do the shoulder tap on your knees as well, like that, feel free to do that as well as an alternative. Once we finish that, we're going to grab our dumbbells and stand up and do a row. So for our rows, we want to hinge through those hips, squeeze our shoulder blades together and back down. Focusing on our back, working in this exercise. If you have one heavy dumbbell and would prefer to do single arm rows, feel free to do a single arm row like this. If you've got any lower back issues, feel free to also grab a chair. This one's a bit low, but as an example, grabbing a chair or something to lean on and then going into your rows like that, which will help your lower back. Once you finish that, we're then going to do tricep extensions. If you've got a heavy weight, grab the heavy weight like this, lock those elbows in, and we are going up and down like that, working through our triceps. If you've got a light weight, we'll do single arm triceps. So same thing, but just with one arm, squeezing your triceps, raising up and back down. Make sure to keep that elbow nice and close to your ear. And we will swap over halfway through if you are using one dumbbell. We're then going to go into steering wheels, split stance, raise up to shoulder height, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, control back down. Like that, working through the front of our shoulders. So there are 4 exercises. Again, I'm going to put 45 seconds on the clock, 15-second rest in between. The video will have 3 rounds. However, if you would like to make this a slightly longer or more advanced workout, please do a 4th additional round as well. Let's get started.
All right, team, let's smash out this upper body circuit. Up first, we've got our push-ups into shoulder taps. Remember, you can do this one on your knees or your toes. Try and push yourself. Even if we get a couple out on our toes, that would be amazing. As you do your shoulder tap, make sure you keep your hips nice and steady so they're not rocking from side to side. Getting a couple more reps out. And getting ready for dumbbell rows up next. So either grab 2 light dumbbells or 1 heavier dumbbell, depending on what suits you best. Remember, this is a back exercise, so we want to really squeeze those shoulder blades together as we raise up. If you do need to rest on a chair or a bench to support your lower back, feel free to do single rows and swap halfway. And we've got our triceps exercise up next. You can grab either one heavier weight or one lighter weight and do a single arm tricep exercise if needed. Remember to keep those elbows locked in towards your ears. Keep those arms up nice and high so we don't want them to drop towards the floor. Should be feeling that burn through our triceps. And getting ready for our steering wheel up next. So we just want to raise our arms up to shoulder height, and then we've got 6 twists from side to side and then control back down. Really important not to swing through this exercise, team, so we want to work that shoulder muscle, not swing through and crunch through our lower back. Alright ladies, let's get on to round 2. We've got our push-up into shoulder tap up next. Remember to squeeze through that chest muscle at the bottom of the push-up to drive up. We want to let our chest and hips come down at the same time, so do not leave your butt up in the air in the push-up. Great job team, doing well. Dumbbell rows coming up next.
Cause we'll start falling, falling, falling. Cause we'll start falling, falling, falling. Cause we'll start falling.
Making sure those arms or those elbows just come up in line with our body and then control back down. And we've got our tricep extensions coming up next. Keeping that elbow locked in towards our ear, arm up nice and high. If you are doing single arm tricep exercises, use your opposite arm just to feel your tricep activating and working. ready for our steering wheel, grabbing your appropriate weight, and let's get started. Using a split stance on this exercise is really good, team. Keeps your core engaged and often gives you a better chance of not crunching through that lower back. Getting a few more reps out, doing well. And let's get on to our final round. We've got our push-up into shoulder tap.
Audio Jungle.
Getting down nice and low in that push-up, trying to get our body all the way down to the floor.
Audio Jungle.
Check in with your body, making sure those hips are not swinging from side to side on the shoulder tap. And dumbbell rows are coming up next. Grabbing those dumbbells and let's go. Draw your core in this position. Support yourself through your core and your glutes. Squeeze those shoulder blades together as you bring the dumbbells up. Your neck should be in a neutral position, so it shouldn't be strained. Just looking on the floor, maybe about 1 meter in front of you. And triceps extensions coming up next. Keeping that elbow locked in, really feeling our tricep work as we straighten our elbow.
Audio Jungle.
Doing well, team. If you're doing single arm extensions, you can swap sides now.
Audio Jungle.
And finishing it off with our steering wheel, grabbing our weights, and let's go. Controlling the movement up, just in line with our shoulders. 6 turns, control down. Feeling the burn through those shoulders. Doing well, ladies.
Audio Jungle.
Great job, team. That is 3 rounds done for our upper body circuit. Again, if you want to push yourself and do a 4th round, please pause the video or rewind it back to a set and get a 4th set out.
Great job, ladies. That is today's strength circuit done for the day. Hope you enjoyed the session. Feel free to do it several times throughout the week, and perhaps as you get more advanced, add that 4th round into the circuit as well. Hope you have a good week, and we'll see you soon. Bye.